'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung on the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. Take it back a little bit. We've all believed in Santa Claus at one point in our lives, even if it was just for a short period of time. Many people stopped believing in the idea of a man who got dressed up in a big red suit and gave toys to children, went around the world on flying reindeer, simply because they saw their parents filling up their stockings at night, or they helped dress their relatives in what we believe to be Santa Claus, like a big red suit and a white beard. As a girl who never stopped believing in Santa Claus, I'm here to persuade to you that the magical being that once roamed and still roams today is real, and how his spirit continues to live on through us. So I will talk to you about the history of St. Nicholas, and then I will talk to you about why people stop believing in Santa Claus, and then lastly I will talk to you about how he's still alive today. So, before I can persuade you that he is real, I must first tell you who he is. There was a man named Nicholas who was a bishop at a church at around 280 AD in Patara, which is modern-day Turkey today. He is celebrated on the 6th of December because that is the day he died. Since his death, he has become a saint and has been the most popular saint in Europe since the Renaissance time. And he is very well known through a lot of people and families. He is most popular for he was well known for giving a lot of his generosity and love to many people. He gave a lot of wealth away, and he also helped the sick and the poor. What he is most popular for is helping three sisters who were forced to go into prostitution by their father because he couldn't afford to pay for all three of their marriages, because back then the women had to pay for their weddings. And so he forced them into that so they can get enough money to pay. But St. Nicholas gave money to each of the three sisters anonymously so they wouldn't have to go in and do something as bad as that. This is why gift giving is something that is the most common thought that people think of when they hear Santa Claus, and also why it's centered around children, because not only did he give wealth, but he also helped the three daughters. So, that's St. Nicholas right there. So now that I told you about who he is, I can now tell you why people stop believing in him. Many people don't believe in Santa Claus because of the story of Jesus Christ and how they think that Santa Claus doesn't pertain to Christmas, but he actually does. Jesus was born in the springtime around 1 AD, sometime between 2 BC and 7 BC. It wasn't until a couple years later, where after they celebrated Christmas, before Jesus' birth, when the Pope decided, after Jesus' death, that they would make his birthday on December 25th, which is why we celebrate Christmas, on December 25th. A lot of people believe that celebrating Christmas is about celebrating the saints, and because St. Nicholas was a saint of giving, just like Jesus, he became a very big, important part of Christmas, which is why we have him as a figure for Christmas and not just Jesus. Also, that was stated by Andrew McGowan in an article titled How December 25th Became Christmas on December 2002 in the newspaper LA Times. So, see the nativity scene, how it relates to like Christmas and stuff, and also it's why gift giving is such an important part to Christmas, because St. Nicholas gave, so that's what we do when we talk about Christmas. So now that I told you the history, since I told you why people don't believe in him, I can now tell you how he still lives on today. So Santa Claus is many people don't realize that Santa Claus, even though like the actual person, St. Nick, has passed away, that Santa Claus spirit is still giving generosity and love like he did before. The idea of Santa Claus is to be giving gifts, right? And not just like with toys or money and stuff. It's generosity and love, feeding the poor, helping the hungry, helping the poor, just giving what you can. So anybody can be Santa Claus, right? That's why when Coca-Cola's version came out, we actually have a symbol now. What you see with the red suit and the white beard, that's Coca-Cola's version. It's not necessarily how Santa Claus looked like, because Santa Claus was Saint Nick. So when we dress up as Santa Claus and we ask ask children what they want for Christmas because it's the spirit of Christmas, which is the spirit of Saint Nick, who is giving his generosity and love, and so Santa goes and gives out toys to the children and stuff because they're also the ones who are in need. Also, it's difficult to deny what isn't real if we can see facts about it. If you all go and Google Santa Claus online, what do you get? Pictures, right? Pictures of what we believe to be Santa Claus. So something like that. So how could you say that Santa Claus isn't real if that's your birthday? Right? Also, we can now track Santa Claus on Google. I don't know if you guys seen that, but like when it's December 25th, you can see where he's been, where he's going, and how much time he has left to deliver all the toys to the children. And we can also see movies about him. Like, I don't know if you guys know the Tim Allen movie, the Disney movie, where Santa Claus falls off the roof, and so it's Tim Allen's turn to become Santa Claus, right? We have different ways of modifying the story. Who is Santa Claus and how he becomes Santa Claus. And you can also see a Miracle on 34th Street. That's like an old movie, but the little girl who played Matilda, she talks to Santa Claus and helps him fight this case that he is the real Santa Claus, which he actually is. So then he grants her wishes because she helped him. So just like Jesus, you can't see him, but we know he's there, right? So now that I told you about how Santa Claus is real, we can conclude. Those who don't believe in Santa Claus need to acknowledge the fact that he is real and not push out the idea in our minds that he isn't, because they simply can't see him. So first I told you the history of St. Nicholas, and then I told you about why people stopped believing in him, and then lastly I told you how he's still alive and how his spirit continues to go on. And so to conclude, I leave you with this, something that you cannot miss. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team he gave a whistle, and away they flew at the down of the thistle. When I heard him explain, ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.